Hey, so I wanted to put out a video just real quick on, we were packaging our meals earlier today on what we're going to end up taking. And I thought it would be interesting to kind of take you along, kind of show you the process, if that process even exists. A lot of people have done this obviously before I have, so this is where I kind of got the idea. So I'm just kind of doing what they did and just kind of changing things up just a little bit, tweaking, I think, as almost everybody does. Hey, I am excited because we did get our Appalachian Trail 2021 backpack tag. So it's a 2,193.1 mile journey that we're going to attempt. You know what? I realized too that when I put that video out, I was under the assumption that everybody knew the Appalachian Trail, and most people probably don't. Again, I didn't know till 2011, so what it entails, and so I got a lot of texts, and emails, and comments on saying what it was, to search and stuff along that line. So I just wanted to put it out there that it is a through hike, which starts in Springer, Georgia, and goes all the way north. I am doing it northbound and ends in Katahdin, Maine. 2,193 miles. You go through 14 states. I'm not about to even name off the states without cheating because I would mess it up. So let me see if I can read them off to you. So it will be starting in Georgia. It would go Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and finally Maine. So let me do that justice by reading it off. I'm better off doing it that way. But just wanted to share that with you before I get into the meals. So kind of like when you're on this trail or when you're doing a through hike, you do have options, and you could either purchase your meals. Most people will carry a 5-day supply, and that varies. Some people do 3, depending where the next resupply place is on the trail. So we are going to start off with 5, and so we're kind of right there. I think rule of thumb, and I know I'm gonna be off a little bit. So it's basically 2 pounds of food per day. So you're carrying 10 pounds of food would be a rule of thumb to keep it simple. So I know we packaged earlier today, and that's kind of like these right here. I think these are Isaiah's here, so I'm gonna use his as an example. So basically what we did is we put everything in gallon-sized baggies, but to keep it simple, and basically you would pull out one bag like this, and this would be your food for the day. Everything is in here, from breakfast to snacks to lunch to snacks to dinner, supper, and then snack afterwards on there. And I'll kind of go over what's all in here. And we kept everything, everything was right between 1.8 to right at 2 pounds on everything and stuff along that line. So I'll kind of cover that. The boxes that you see on here, obviously those are the post office boxes at a flat rate. I think these they mail out right at $20, $21. So regardless of weight, or under 70 pounds, which that's never going to happen, but we'll mail those out accordingly at locations that we kind of have marked off ahead. And my wife and daughter will send those out. You know, we'll be in contact, and hopefully when we get to where we need to be at, they'll be there waiting for us, and we can change out. It'll be you know, either shoes or clothing that we're sending back, and getting summer clothing, etc. Just changing out shoes and throwing out the old ones, stuff along that line. So we're doing the same with food. So hopefully it all works out. On paper it looks like it will, but you know how that goes, man. So these are the boxes that we're generally talking about, but even better yet, here's my son that just walked in.
Hey y'all, I'm Isai, yes. Yeah, so really excited to do the Appalachian Trail. You know, my dad and I have been talking about it for a good number of years now. We had a plan, and you know, life happens, and now we're doing it again. I've just been probably steadily hiking through my 20s. We've done a lot of big trips. You know, we did the Grand Canyon when I was 14. We've done the San Juan Islands, like a kayaking camping trip. You know, a couple years ago, we've gone up and down the Pacific Crest Highway. I typically hike, you know, I started out, you know, looking at all the local wildlife and the plants and everything, and then as time went on, I would just keep going further and further and just build up my stamina that way, you know, adding on how much water I needed, just kind of figuring it all out as time went on. And in more recent years, it's been a lot more like backpacking knowledge, longevity, as well as planning for different types of weather. I used to just hike during the good weather, the sunny weather, and now I know how to layer for the cold, layer for the rain. I just gained a lot of confidence in that area. So it'll be a fun experience to do it for months on end and just keep learning as I'm going. Cool, and just to go a little bit further on what's in the boxes, so pretty much we try to do one box to cover 5 days since we're trying to not go more than 5 days between restocks. Sometimes that'll be inevitable, but this will get us good practice. So if you were to look through beyond all the jumble in here, you would see 5 days worth of breakfasts, 5 days worth of lunches, and 5 days worth of dinners, which is pretty much, you know, your important 3 square meals. But in between all of that, you still need your snacks, your protein bars, and then just kind of, you know, what we need differently as individuals to make it along the way. Hot sauce always helps. The dinners are kind of different. You know, sometimes they're ramen, sometimes they're rice meals, and then sometimes they're these mountain house meals, which are really good out there. And then also just, you know, toiletry stuff or hand sanitizer to stay safe along the way. And they're all fitted in here pretty much to the brim. It took a few ways to work it out, but once you get a system down, you can pack them up pretty easily.
Yeah, so that pretty much will kind of cover what I wanted to cover on information to pass on to you guys. I did want to say that basically this is what 1 week or 5, I should probably say 5 days of foods will look like. It'll be something along this line, and we're trying to keep it right at, what do we say, 2 pounds a day? Yeah, trying to keep it at 2 pounds a day for food. So might be a little bit on the heavy side, but I think we're going to be okay with this. And this is basically what will hold us for 5 days. So again, man, I really wanted to say thank you very much, and it's getting close to us to get out and start this journey, so I appreciate it. And like I've always said, you got to keep on keeping on. You guys take care.